My name is Brian Ugu. I go to Miami University and I play linebacker / defensive end. So it was a week before our first game in 2021. We had a scrimmage during our fall camp, and I ended up trying to make a tackle, and my studs of my cleats got stuck in the turf. Yeah, and my knee twisted. So I know exactly what it was when it happened too, because I never had a big injury like that before, and the pain I felt when it happened, I knew like this is something like different and serious. And then also like the reaction of like the doctor when he was like testing out my knee, I already knew like, all right, this is like gonna be a long recovery. Honestly, like throughout my whole recovery process and all the rehab I've done, like sometimes I had some days where I'm like, I don't want to do it, but every day I came in, I did it, and I put 100% every day. So that to the point when it was time to start practicing again, which was August. So that's almost a year when it was like 10, 11 months at this point. I was confident, like I wasn't scared, I felt good. And I always had the mindset like, I couldn't think about the injury, because if I go out there thinking about the injury, then it's gonna hinder my play. So I went out there and gave it 110%. I didn't have it on my mind. Once I started making more and more plays, I started getting more and more comfortable, and I started just having a lot of fun with it again, and it was a great feeling. Discipline and also like the mental toughness, because I know during the whole recovery process as well, I didn't know like, will I be back to the same person? Because growing up, my favorite athlete was Derrick Rose, and all you hear about is how he tore his ACL, had a whole bunch of knee problems, and everyone said he was never the same after that. So growing up and hearing all these things and then having that same injury he had, you know, you can't sit here and lie and say that you don't think about that possibility. But mentally, I was just strong enough to just look forward and think positive and be like, I'm gonna become the same person I was before, maybe even better. Mainly, I've been working with Nick, and I feel like Nick is like, he's like my physical therapist, my trainer and all that, but he's a cool dude. Like, we have conversations while we doing our rehab, stuff like that. He's really cool. He makes me feel comfortable when I'm here too, which is very important. You know, sometimes, like I know at other PT places, sometimes you just go there, do your rehab and leave. But here you could actually have, you know, some conversations, laugh, joke around a little bit, but also be serious and get your work done. Same with Natty and same with Matt as well. All of them have been like great for me, honestly. I think it's important to believe in yourself. And at the end of the day, the only person that knows what you're capable of is yourself and the man above. So no coach, no outsider, no news reporter, no journalist, no friends of yours from home. You know, nobody can really say or tell you what you can do or what you can achieve. So at the end of the day, look at yourself in the mirror and just tell yourself, like, if you believe that you can do this, then do it. If you believe that you're good enough to start, if you believe that you're good enough to make plays, and if you believe that you're good enough to go to the NFL, and you're honestly true with yourself and really believe that, then there's no reason why you can't do it. And that's something that I looked at myself and told myself, because, like, obviously when I was a freshman, I was younger, I wasn't playing a lot, you know. Then the injury happened. I didn't, you know, a lot of people could say, oh, Brian's not gonna do what I thought he was. Brian's not gonna become the player I thought he could be. He's gonna be a bust. He's not gonna go to the league. He's washed. All that things people could have said about me. But at the end of the day, I kept telling myself that I believe in myself and I know I could do it. So at the end of the day, that's all that matters for me. And look at me now, I'm proving myself right and proving them wrong. So yeah, all through camp, I'm starting off at the bottom of the depth chart, and as I should, because all these guys are playing while I was, out. So I didn't want nothing handed to me. But at the end of fall camp, I was a starter again, and that was one of the first good feelings I have coming back. Just to know that I worked my way back to the top. First game against Kentucky in a sold out stadium, and I got a sack in the first game, which is another great feeling. I just remember walking out of the tunnel for that game and seeing all the fans. I was tearing up because I'm like, I'm finally getting able to do this again. I didn't know what to expect. I just knew that when I stepped on that field for this game, I got to ball out. because time is running out. You know what I mean? Like you don't have this time forever.